Double with wait, a double with onions. So you guys know the AVN has been in town this week, and we have the pleasure of having Mr. Marcus himself in the studio with us. Y'all know what it is. How you doing? If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Y'all better know.
Yeah, but I mean, anyhow, you know, it's a couple different things. I'm so grateful to that he gave us his time to be here in the studio with us here at UNLV. I don't know if a lot of people know they follow the AVN different things. I'm gonna keep this simple and I'm gonna keep it sweet.
Okay.
What's going on, Mr. Marcus? So I hear last year Ron Jeremy was banned.
Oh, right.
But then he was there this year.
You know, because Ron Jeremy's not going nowhere. I mean, you can tell somebody that they're not welcome. That's basically what they're saying. But he's gonna go. Las Vegas is a big city. There's a lot here to do.
Right.
And the adult industry it's just centered at the Hard Rock.
Right.
So him being here and it's the same reason why I'm here, because we got fans, we got friends.
Absolutely. And again, I will say it again. It would not be the same without you.
I mean.
So
right, no, I hear you.
Saying that to say that. So I heard that you were banned this year.
Yeah, they banned me, which is crazy because I got a letter and I got an email and they were like saying AVN is you're not welcome at any more AVN events, and it really spiraled out of false allegations. This girl said I did something to her, which was like. Not even remotely true.
Right.
And I tried to argue and defend myself back then, but no one was listening.
No one listened.
AVN wasn't hearing it. So fast forward to January 2018, we come out here. I'm on the red carpet with a group of my friends, and I feel like she was planted. That's what's so crazy because she came out of nowhere, and she was on the red carpet with me, and I'm like, I see her, and I'm like, oh shit. So I immediately went the opposite direction. I'm not a confrontational type of dude. I don't go out in people's face. I can give a fuck about that.
Right.
But she had went on social media and was saying, "Oh, Mr. Marcus needs to show women respect and everything." And I'm like, I never responded. I don't get into this internet social media shit.
So it started on social media, and then it trickled its way down to the AVN and the red carpet.
And I just believe AVN is trying. I don't know what they're trying to do. You know, they wrote up, which I commend them. They did a code of conduct.
Yeah.
And that was just implemented last year.
Right, because you know I've been covering AVN for 10 years now, and last year was the first year. Sean, we got Sean the Don in on the mic with us, but you might need to speak up a little bit. But it kind of shocked him when they did the whole code of conduct thing, because the behavior that goes on the convention floor, you know, it can be a little risque and things like that, but it's porn.
Right. Some of the girls, they like, here, put your hand on my breast. Go ahead, don't be afraid. Squeeze, grab.
And then next thing you know, you got charges. Like,
and then you're in trouble. So with this whole thing, and it's interesting now that we're having this conversation because, you know, within the past few years, I want to say it's Susan Pelosi or someone who they're pushing this whole Title IX thing. Where there's no due process. So a female can just accuse a man of doing something, and there's no due process. You're guilty before they go through the facts and find out what's really going on. And I'm believing that maybe that's what's happening here too.
Exactly what happened. No one would. They just took her word and ran. And when I investigated even further, because I never met this woman, never talked to her, never mentioned her name.
So that was my next question. Have you actually met her?
Never. No interactions, nothing, nada. Wow. And when I started talking about it to people, mentioning her name, people were like, "Oh, I don't like her." Immediately they were like, "Oh yeah, she's a troublemaker." She's made this accusation to a few people on sets and stuff, and so I got caught up in it, and all I wanted was AVN to like, "Hey, well, hear me out."
Well, let me ask you this: how long you been in the industry?
25 years.
And out of 25 years, here you are, 24 mark, and now you caught up in this mess.
Right.
So I mean, but